man, to another podcast, man. In this podcast, we will be talking about the grit and the grind. Let's talk about it, man. What's up, man? Everybody been good? Everybody been enjoying life? Everybody been taking it one day at a time? We just been in the lab, man. Been in the lab, excited. Clothing line done dropped. Why now is your time? Man, we excited about that. We just trying to push people to the next level. Like I said, hopefully you've been enjoying these podcasts. Hope you've been enjoying our interviews. We've been having people on the interviewing list. We've been bringing people in. We've been giving you guys good content, podcasts, information, transformation. We've been giving you motivational Mondays. We've been giving you conversations about entrepreneurship. Just trying to give you guys a variety of content. So I'm just building up my catalog of content to share with you guys, to push you guys to another level, another mindset, and to know that you can do this, man. It's nothing special about people except the activity and the know-how. You know, when I say nothing special, I mean some people gonna outwork others. You know what I'm saying? So to me, hard work can outdo talent. But sometimes talent is lazy. So when you have great talent but you lazy, you can't, and another person outworking you, and y'all got some of the same skills, they might beat you to the punch. It can happen, and that's why I try to tell people it can happen, man. Talent, sometimes the talent cannot beat hard work. The hard work can beat the talent, in my opinion, because sometimes people will outwork you. You might have this great idea, but you being lazy. You talented enough to do it, but you being lazy. And that's why we talking about in this episode the grit and the grind, because some people have the ability to do great things, but the problem is they letting the other people outwork them. They're letting the other people, outperform them, and you have the ideal, you have the grind. You look and you say, man, I had this idea 10 years ago, but you never did nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? It's been in your brain. It's been your ideal, but you never really pursued it. And so you like, man, well, I got to get my grind on now. And sometimes those ideals, if you don't act on them immediately, sometimes the opportunity closed because somebody else already capitalized on it. Not that you can't do it. It's just that the money you could have made at first when you had that ideal, you just chilling, man. I'm not understanding this chilling thing. I'm not understanding like having the grit and the grind, but not pursuing it, not being locked in, man. Because my thing is, you gotta have, like me. I'm a digital content creator, so it's days where I just create content. I just get locked in. I create content. So I got them days I just create content. Then I got those days where I just edit content. I got those days where I pass the content on, let somebody else edit it. But I'm so locked into my content. I'm so locked into my dreams that I'm not going to allow people, places, things to stop me from achieving the things that I need to do. So as we go into this episode, man, I want you guys to really lock in and think like, have I had that ideal that I have not capitalized on? And why haven't I capitalized on that ideal? Who can help me fulfill that ideal when it comes to the ideal that I have? And is my talent good? Is my talent good enough to outwork the next person when it comes to this ideal? To me, whoever grinds the hardest, whoever go the hardest, it's gonna win every time. It's gonna win every time. Because I'm noticing a lot of this next generation, they lazy, man. They're not willing to put the work, the time, the grit, the grind, becoming who you are, writing that book, starting that business, finishing that course. They not willing to put that work in, man. They rather buy courses to learn ideals instead of creating courses to teach ideals. You understand what I just said? Some of you guys have the ability to teach courses with your ideals, but you rather buy it to learn the ideal. That's so crazy, because we are in the digital creative. Listen, the content creators, the new millionaires. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Whoever create the most content, inspire the most people, using platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, you guys gonna be winning. But you cannot listen to the people who not in the space. You got people like, oh man, creating content, I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who gonna buy my content? But we don't know we're around content every day. You cut the TV on, that's content. You watch a reality show, that's content. You watch a movie, that's content. You watch a YouTube video, that's content. You watch a reel, that's content. So why wouldn't you create content, all right, when it comes to the grit and the grind? First part of my note says, ability to work through things, all right, and to overcome challenges, even if it don't look like it's working out. So the person who on a grind in the grit, they have the ability to work through things even though they don't see the results right away. The problem is some of you guys, I don't know what you waiting on, but you don't see the results right away. You like, I give up. Instead of saying, man, I'm a grind this out. It's gonna be grit. It's gonna be grind. I might have to get money. I might have to get 30. I might have to go get it. Don't matter what nobody's saying. No matter what they doing. I'm about to go achieve these goals. But you sitting there talking about, man, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. Man, this is gonna be hard, man. I'm like, we have the greatest tools in front of us. I repeat, we have the greatest tools in front of us, which is social media. Whoever can outwork the next person, whoever can create the most relevant content that gets people, that grabs them, that helps them, that pushes them, they become better. Whoever can do that, whoever can create the most content. Listen, I'm talking to you. Whoever can create the most content and be efficient with it and willing to grind and go through the grit and get your hands dirty, it's gonna happen. You just gotta stop listening. This is the thing. The minute I stopped listening to people is the minute I became successful. The minute I stopped listening to people's ideals, the minute I stopped listening to what people were saying to me, the minute I stopped listening to these folks that didn't have none of the results I wanted, I became successful. I say that because I'm talking to you today. Hear me when I tell you this. I'm talking to you today. And it's a lot of work, a lot of grind, a lot of grit. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. And when it comes to the grind and the grit, you got to be able to overcome the success that you might not get right now. Let me give you an example. Sometimes when you first start working out and you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to gain muscle, you can't go work out one day and say, oh, look at my muscle. There's different factors that comes when it comes to getting the results of losing weight or getting muscle. There's different things you got to do. That's the same with your business as an entrepreneur. It's the same with your grind as an entrepreneur. It's the same as your grit as an entrepreneur. I just says, those who have the ability to work things through and to overcome challenges, even when you don't see the results. The problem is you looking for results every single day when sometimes the results might not come until 6 months later. That's where the resilience come in. That's when the grit, that's when the grind, that's when the pushing forward. That's when the keep getting yourself in front of people and letting people see you, letting people get to know, like, and trust you. That's the only reason we built this brand. We built this brand to teach people 3 levels, life, brand, legacy. We want to teach you how to design a life you want over time, teach you how to create the brand you deserve over time, and leave your legacy for years to come after you die. That's the most greatest thing we have, and the tools we have is allowing people to see the behind the scenes, the front of the scenes, the grind, what we're creating, what we're not creating. We're allowing you to see the grind. We're allowing you to be a part of the grind. But the question is, what are you going to do with the grind? People talk about content all day, every day. People talk about what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. But are you creating it? Are you becoming the content? Are you laying out the foundation for others to follow? Some of you guys got great ideals with sorry work ethic. The ideal is great, but your work ethic sucks. So how do you overcome this great ideal with sorry work ethic? You don't. That's why we created this episode, to talk about the grit and the grind, and for you to get locked in to the grit and the grind. So as you locking yourself into this whole ideal of sacrifice, grind, becoming the best version of yourself, you have to know this. And I wrote this down. It says craving to be the best version of yourself comes with a desire to learn and the ability to create new skills and the mindset to outwork others. The desire to learn, the ability to create new skills, and the desire to outwork others. I say all the time, some will, some won't, so what, somebody's waiting. Some will try their best to outwork me, but how many podcasts you doing a day, a week, a year, the grind, the stop, the reels? We don't stop. Every time we wake up, we dropping reels. Every time we wake up, we thinking about podcasts, thinking about content. We are, the new digital creators are the multimillionaires. I'm guaranteeing. The new digital creators are the multimillionaires. The ones who creating the most content, get in front of the most people, are the people who becoming the millionaires. But those of you who are sitting on the sideline and have talent, but got sorry work ethic, you're not gonna get no results. I'm not saying that you gotta just go crazy, but what I am saying is you have to allow yourself the grace and the mercy to go try to figure out the skills you need. The grind and the grit is what's gonna get you there. The sacrifice, the commitment, the mindset, all that's gonna get you where you need to be, okay? I wrote this down. I says, understanding that having passion and perseverance is gonna be the key for you achieving any goals you want. So when you passionate about it, I mean, you will work on it even though you don't see results. And when you have the perseverance, that means that you're gonna persevere no matter how it looks, you're gonna figure out the answer. People, I see it time and time again. People just wake up, give up. I ain't got results, so I'm gonna just give it up. Man, you have the ability to do the things that you desire to do, but you are letting certain people, places, opportunity, things stand in your way. I'm telling you guys right now, the new multi-millionaires are content creators. Whoever can make the most content and connect with the people, you can get to the place where you desire to go. But some of you guys are afraid. You're afraid to position yourself for greatness. You're afraid to ask yourself, why is it that you're not getting the results? You're afraid just to become the best version of yourself. And it's gonna take a lot of resilience. It's gonna take a lot of grind. It's gonna take a lot of you getting around the right people. It's gonna take a lot of you being self-motivated. It's gonna take a lot of you tapping into your passion. It'll take a lot of you knowing your purpose. It'll take a lot of you pursuing your dreams. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why I created that book. for you to know your passion, understand your purpose, and pursue your dreams. Why now is your time. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. And some of you guys won't even invest in yourself, and you wondering why you haven't got results you're looking for. You want everything for free, and you want to not invest nothing. You want to get on YouTube and say, oh, I can find that for free. That's false. I'd rather buy into a mentor that already been to where I'm trying to go to get the results I'm looking for. But some of you guys rather get online, try to go through every single YouTube video and figure it out because you figure that you're smart enough to get there. I'm going to be honest with you. If your mentor don't have a mentor, both of y'all are students. You should be always pressing towards the mark, always trying to be great, always in position to do the thing that you need to do. I repeat again, if your mentor don't have a mentor, both of y'all are students. To be a high achiever when it comes to getting the results that you're looking for, you must have passion, you must have grit, and you must understand your purpose. And understand that perseverance will come with sacrifice. Perseverance will come with sacrifice. The problem is, some of you guys have been so conditioned to trying to figure out everything on your own, but you haven't got no results. You've been conditioned. Oh, I'm going to figure this out. I don't need no help. Nobody can tell me anything. Some of you guys been so conditioned that you have not even figured out a way how you can achieve your dreams, how you can make things happen. You just haven't figured it out. It's because you haven't made the sacrifice or the grind you need to do. The grind and the grit goes together, man. The grit is getting down, getting dirty, going make it happen. Don't matter what, don't matter how you see it, you believe in it. You're going to have ups and downs and ups. You're going to keep pressing through. You're going to have perseverance. Even when the people that you thought was going to buy from you don't buy from you, you're going to find a new audience. You're going to find new people. You're going to keep being locked in. You're going to become the best version of yourself. You're going to always constantly remind yourself that there will be greatness. And greatness is earned and is never given. So every day you wake up, every day you grind, you're going to realize that, man, this is going to be a sacrifice you have to make. This is going to be a grind that you have to make. You can no longer have excuses. You can no longer say, oh, I'm going to have time next year. I'm going to have time tomorrow. Tomorrow not promised. Next year not promised. The time is right now. Why now is your time. You own the podcast. I'm speaking to you right now. I'm speaking to your soul. I'm telling you right now, why now is your time for you to know your passion, understand your purpose, and pursue your dreams. Right now. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. It's time for you to wake up, go get it, get locked in, and understand that your purpose is bigger than anything else. Stop giving yourself these lame excuses on why you ain't made it. Man, we have all the resources, but some of us rather spend money on things that they can't create more money than us position ourselves to get to where we're trying to go. So let's take a deep dive real quick. I'm gonna take a deep dive. Let's talk about, I need you guys to discover and develop who you are. Discover and develop who you are. People might say, what you mean by that? And I'm like, you need to discover who you are, and you need to develop a skill set once you discover who you are. The problem is people are so afraid to discover who they truly are. They're so afraid of developing the right skills to get the right results that time passes and you like, man, why ain't make that happen, man? you have the ability to do whatever you want to do, but it's going to take you discovering who you are. You have to have interest on who you are. Not only that, you must be able to try different things, and you must be able to position yourself so that you can be able to be around certain people that you can connect to your purpose. The positioning and the purpose is what help you with the grind and the grit. The positioning and the purpose is what to help you with the grind and the grit. Too many times we like, man, I don't really know, I've been trying to work on this, I've been trying to do that. But the time is now. Not next year, not next month. The time is right now. I need you guys to expand your knowledge and your network and to develop the skills that you need. I need you guys to expand it. I want you guys to expand it. I want you guys to understand that you need to gain knowledge and find you a mentor, a coach, somebody that can walk you through your greatness, somebody that can help you go step-by-step guide. Not having a coach is like somebody giving you an address in a different state and you not having a GPS. Think about that. If I gave you my address and said I live in Houston, Texas, and you don't have a GPS, it's going to take you longer to find that. You know why? Because you're going to have to go stop to the store, ask somebody, are you in the right neighborhood? And I guarantee most people, if you give them an address, I never heard of that. Now I ain't got to go to another store. You got to keep asking people who don't know the answers. I want you guys to find a coach. I want you guys to gain the skills you need to gain and put yourself in a winning situation so that everything you've been trying to do is happening. The problem is you haven't found that coach. You haven't found that person that can help you hone on to your skills, to help you become the best version of yourself, to help you brand yourself, to help you how to do videos, to help you put yourself out there, how to do podcasts. You haven't found that person that can help you get to that place. And when you haven't found that person, it's harder and harder and harder and harder. Now it's 1 year. Now it's 5 years. Now it's 10 years. Now it's 15 years. You saying, man, I had this idea. Somebody else did it. Man, I wish I would have did it years ago. You should have found you a coach to help you pursue that ideal, to help you become that ideal, to help you get to that place where you deserve to be at. I'm being honest with you, man. So many people don't understand the importance of that coach, the importance of that person. And when you don't understand it, I promise you, time gonna pass you by, and everything you look up, you're gonna be like, man, I don't know why I ain't do that. The next step is this. I want you guys to focus on your weakness and develop the right thing that's going to challenge you. I want you to set a goal and seek feedback on that goal. So that means that you set a goal for whatever it is, find your mentor that holds you accountable, and you seek that feedback so that you can become a better version of yourself. I want you guys to write that down, man. I said, I will find me a coach. I will invest in myself in the next couple months. I will find somebody that has the answers that I need. And my investment, I will invest. I will stop spending money on things that don't make me money. I repeat, stop spending money on things that don't make you money. A coach can make you money. A mentor, the right coach can help you make money. But the problem with a lot of you guys is you are sitting back in the wings saying, I don't really know if I can get this done. Your level of contentment is stopping your growth. I repeat, it's stopping your growth. I want you guys also to give you guys a challenge. I want you to challenge yourself. Say in the next 6 months, I'm going to get this done. In the next 4 months, I'm going to get this done. In the next year, I'm going to get this done. I want you guys to be challenging yourself. Once you challenge yourself, then other things, the grind, the grit, it's all gonna come together. Because it's gonna be easier to grind when you understand the grit. It's gonna be easier for you to be locked in when you say, you know what, I got this. I got that. Ain't nobody gonna stop me now. I'm on a mission. My goals, my dreams, the things I'm trying to do, I'm pursuing it, I'm pushing it, I'm becoming it, I'm locked in. People I'm around, they encouraging me. I stopped being around those naysayers. The people said it can't happen because they ain't made nothing happen with their life. I started surrounding myself around the right people, the right places, the right mindset, the right things. And then I want you guys to write this acronym down called HOPE. HOPE stands for Help Other People Excel. I want you to expect your efforts. I want you to expect that your efforts will develop the future and develop a growth mindset, okay? So with that being said, I want you to know that you got to be very optimistic that you are going to position yourself to give other people hope. HOPE stands for Help Other People Excel. The mission is bigger than you. When you understand that your mission is bigger than you, it's easier for you to go through the grind and the grit. There's people waiting on you to become successful so you can help them. The problem is you don't believe you can become as successful as you think you can. It's because nobody is speaking into you. I'm speaking to you right now and telling you, you can get results if you have the right mentor, the right mindset. It's going to help you get to the next level. But the minute you don't have the right mentor, the minute you don't develop the right mindset, then you can't get to the next level. Time is of the essence. I try to tell everybody that time is your enemy. It's not your friend. It's time to take action now. It's time for you to go through the grind and the grit. Don't let the next person outwork you. Don't let the next person tell you what you can and what you cannot do. I had a customer on the phone the other day. He said, man, sometimes you can't tell everybody your ideals because they're going to discourage you not to do it, but then they're going to go try to do it. He said, I love your grind and your grit, bro. I love the way you grinding and you grinding out, you gritting, and you got multiple businesses. But don't tell everybody your ideal, because those same people who tell you not to do your ideal, they are going to try to do your ideal. It's crazy because I seen it happen. I seen people try to call me and drain me, trying to drain my ideals, trying to get every piece of information they can out of me for free. So now I got to say, hey, hold on, let me send you an invoice if we're going to have a conversation longer than 5 minutes. The invoice is important because most of these people don't have no ideal. Most of these people don't even have no grit. They don't have no grind in them. They do a lot of lip service. They do a lot of talking, no walking. They tell you, oh, I got this going, I got that. I said, well, show me a website. Show me a video. Show me what you did the last 30 days. Show me what you did the last month. Show me your bank account. Show me your income. Show me where you going. You can't show me that because you don't have what you say you have. People do a lot of talking. People do a lot of, man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Man, listen, man, one thing about me, I'm about results. I'm results driven. Write that down. Today I will be results driven. Today write this down. Today nobody will stop me from getting the results I'm looking for. Today I will be results driven. Today nobody will stop me to get the results I'm looking for. It's about the results. See, anybody can tell me anything, but one thing I can show you is results. I can show you results. I can show you grind. I can show you grit. I can show you what I didn't put, the work I didn't put in. Can you show me the work you put in? Or are you bullshitting? Are you playing around with your life? You playing around with your time? can you show me the grit, the grind that you done put in, the mindset, pushing to the next level, becoming a better version of you? Are you ready to grind? Are you totally locked in with the grind? Are you totally locked in with the grind? Are you around the right people that's encouraging you to push yourself? Are you around people that's helping you become better than yourself? Or do you know where you're going? How are you getting there? Who are you connected to? Who's your mentor? Why are you being successful? I want you guys to be locked into that, man. I want you guys to be locked into that, because this grind and this grit, man, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. Tap into your purpose so that you can treat your purpose like a job. Spend a lot of time thinking about how you can contribute to yourself and how you can be inspired by yourself. Because you don't need everybody to be inspired. And I don't need everybody to invest in me. My theory is get 1,000 people to love you and spend $1,000 with you in a 12-month period. But that's going to take a couple things. It's going to take you having products in place. It's going to take you having a purpose. It's going to take you creating content. It's going to take all of these things. You get 1,000 people a year. Every year, a new 1,000. You might have some recurring customers. Who knows? But you get 1,000 people a year to spend $1,000 with you. That's going to change your life. I guarantee it. Just get 1,000 people to spend $1,000 with you, and it is going to change your life. That's $1 million a year. What can $1 million a year do for you? But that's going to take you putting in that grind, you putting in that grit, you getting people to you. You getting people to know, like, and trust you. You getting people to know who you are, know your purpose. You tapping into your purpose. You finding your positioning in this world. You taking a positioning and you understand your calling. You treating your position and your calling like a job. The same energy you give those jobs, you're going to start giving to yourself. Those same energy you start to put into those jobs, those same energy you start to understand, you finna start putting that into yourself. You finna stop giving these jobs 100% of your effort, but giving yourself 0% of your effort because of a paycheck. Yeah, I said it, because of a paycheck. I hear some of you say, oh, well, you know, I got bills to pay, man. I got this to pay. I got that to pay. To me, it sounds like a bunch of excuses, because somebody at that job on vacation, that own it. Why that can't be you? Not saying you gotta be them, but I'm saying you've been had this idea in your brain. You've been had this way for you to go try to get this money, but you ain't took no action. You've been had the grind and the grit, but you chose to sit on your ass, to sit on your hands, and watch the world pass you by. You heard the story of the man in the rocking chair? He spent 40 years rocking back and forth. He's seen people going back and forth. He never wondered where they was going. Some that passed them by, they went with nothing. Some came back with fruit. Some came back with money. Some came back with spouses. The moral to the story is, he spent 40 years rocking back and forth, looking at other people live their dreams. He never knew where they was going. But the minute when he died, God showed him, if you would have got out that rocking chair, matter if you went right or left, I had something for you that you could have enjoyed for those 40 years. But you spent 40 years rocking back and forth, 40 years looking at other people live their dreams, 40 years talking about what I should have, would have, could have had, 40 years saying, man, I had that idea, 40 years telling people what you could have done, why you could have done it, and what makes you successful. We spent all this time making excuses on why you ain't got the job done instead of acting to get the job done. See, you don't want to waste your purpose. You don't want to waste your passion. We are here for listen, we're here for a short time, not a long time. What's happening between that dash, the day you born and the day you die? What happened between that dash? That's your legacy, man. Some you can say your kids is your legacy. But my question to you is, if your kid go do something that's out of your character, is that still your legacy? See, I think people have kids and say, well, my kid's my legacy. I'm going to push them. No. What about you and your purpose? What about your dream? You didn't forgot about your dreams because you didn't got these kids. When the whole time your dreams was meant to help your kids have a better lifestyle, but you rather go grind your ass off at somebody else's job, journey of the broke, just over bills, acronym. Job, journey of the broke, just over bills, acronym. You rather go work for somebody else, work your ass off, and let them and give all your ideas to them and get no credit for it. I've been in that position. I worked at the railroad. I gave them a lot of ideas and they still using it right now. I drew up maps of the plant and 3D, my graphic design skills, and I did all that for them. And what did I get? Not even a cup, just a thank you. So I refuse to be the person not living my dreams. I refuse to be the person not getting out here making life happen, man. I just can't do it, man. Excuses. I just can't do it. So as you going through this journey, this grit, this grind, you writing down your goals, you pursuing your dreams, you learning your positioning, you understand like this is what I'm doing for the next 5 years, you know. If you get off your ass for the next 5 months and get serious, it can change the next 50 years of your life. But you have to get serious. You have to say, I'm willing to go through the grind. I'm willing to go through the grit. I'm not gonna listen to what people telling me, man. I'm not gonna listen to what they telling me. I'm gonna do it my way. Oh, it's the highway. Again, grit, the ability to go through things and overcome, even when you're not seeing the results. Also, the success factors. The success factors is craving to become the best version of yourself and learning the skills. I want you guys to get so locked in to learning new skills with your ability that we're gonna look up in the next couple years and say, this person was super successful. This person did it. They made it happen. They didn't have no excuses. They went through the grind. They went through the grit. They didn't let people tell them what they couldn't do. They was locked into their dreams. They was locked into their goals. Because I'm telling you right now, man, one thing you don't want to have is a regret. I see people have, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I regret that moment. I wish I could have did that. Today I'm speaking to you, telling you the grind and the grit is going to be the key to the puzzle, man. It's going to be the key to the puzzle. So I wrote this down real quick. I'm always trying to write notes down to give you guys. All right. It says, you only go as far as your dream. You don't go as far as your dream. You only can go as far as your team. Ponder on that for a minute. That means that you need to be around people that's pushing you to the next level. You only can go as far as your team, the people you are around. If it's your spouse, if it's your friends, if it's a business partner, you only can go as far as your team. When you see that and understand that, the grind and the grit, it gets super easy. It gets super easy. Because I started to realize, like, man, you know what? I just had to write this goal down. I had to move and shake this right here. And then now this happened because I got so locked in on this. So why is it that you haven't achieved that ideal that you wrote down years ago? It's Because you ain't got no grind and no grit. You're not locked into your goals. You're not really tapping into your purpose. You're wasting a lot of time and a lot of hours on things that's not making sense. So why is it that you are sitting here today listening to this podcast or watching it on YouTube? I'm speaking to you to tell you that goal that you always wanted to start, you can do it. That dream that you had to become the best version of yourself, you can do it. Those ideals that you really want to do and hold on to, go do it. It's gonna take grind, it's gonna take grit, and it's gonna take you being the best version of yourself. Passion and perseverance is what's gonna push you to that next level. Passion and perseverance is what's gonna push you to that next level. When you get passionate and you connect that passion to your purpose, everything else will start to look easy. Because now you strategically write down goals that taps into that passion. You strategically become the best version of yourself on a daily basis. But every day that you grind and every day that you have that passion, every day that you have that purpose, every day that you pursuing that thing that's driving you to become successful, you have to ask yourself, like, what am I doing right now? How am I shaking up the world? How am I making a difference? How am I become the person that people want to come to? Who is my mentor? What are they helping me push through? What is my mindset today? These are things that I constantly ask myself. These are things that I push myself to the next level. These are things that every single day I wake up, I say, man, there's a grind about me that nobody can stop, because I'm committed to success. I'm committed to my goals. I'm committed to my passion. I'm committed to becoming the best person. I am committed to greatness. Greatness is earned. It's never given. People think that just because I wake up and I try something and be successful, there's a certain skill, there's a certain mindset, there's a certain thing you must do as an individual to get the results you're looking for. When you are locked in on your goals and your visions, I don't know how many times to tell people this until they get it, that your grind, your passion, your vision, your purpose, your perseverance, the things that you are designed to do in life, is going to push you to a whole new dimension. But you have to position and stand by yourself sometimes. Even when the people don't even believe in you, you have to stand and say, you know what, I believe in myself. And tell yourself, self, you're going to be a grinder. Self, you're going to go through this perseverance. Self, you're going to be locked in even when you have to believe in yourself and nobody else believes in you. Did I say it's going to be easy? No. But I said it's going to be worth it. So every day you get up, you say, man, listen, I want to give other people hope, help other people excel. But I need to get to the place where I need to get to with my grind and my grit, my perseverance, my struggle. I need to learn the tools I need to learn. I need to know that it's my time to do what I need to do. It is my time. Why now is your time. You're on this podcast for a reason. Not for a season, for a reason. I'm speaking to you, directly to you, and tell you that it's time for you to get on your grind. It's time for you to understand the grit, get your hands dirty, and say, man, I'm about to make it happen no matter what. I'm not going to go home at night and look at TV. I'm going to go build my dreams. I'm going to wake up and make some shit happen. I'm not going to have no excuses on why I ain't made it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to do the things I need to do to get to where I need to go. And when that happens, watch the difference in your life, man. Watch how things start to flourish. Things start to lift up because you so locked in on what you got to do. So again, man, remember this. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna pound this in your brain time listen to this podcast. Listen, life without purpose has no meaning. Design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy. Right below me, comment. Love this episode, or if you want me to expound on something a little bit more deeper inside this episode, I look forward to talking to you in the next podcast, man. Look, we back like never before, man. Let's go make it happen, man. Remember, life, brand, legacy. Question, how would you leave it? Peace.